The earliest footnote in colonial Linden history turns out to be quite the Sasquatch. Aboard the Half Moon, Henry Hudson's first voyage to the New World on behalf of the Dutch East India Company would bring him to the shores of what would become New Jersey and New York. After a peaceful encounter with the men of the Lenape tribe at Sandy Hook, the Half Moon set sail into the Raritan Bay to survey the waters around Staten Island. Reaching halfway up the Arthur Kill on September 6, 1609, the first Europeans would set foot in what is now Linden, New Jersey. As described in crewman Robert Jouette's journal, they landed around Tremley's Point. 5 men, including a John Coleman, disembarked and explored the land. These men noted the pleasant scent of the flowers and grass as well as goodly trees. They trekked onto the land, encountered the Lenape for the second time, however this time was not peaceful. This is the first documented skirmish between Europeans and Native Americans in New Jersey, and surely the first in what is now Union County. In the ambush, 2 of the 5 crewmen were injured and John Coleman died from an arrow to the neck. The next day, when the men rejoined the ship, Henry Hudson claimed the area of Linden for the Dutch and would become part of New Bergen in the New Amsterdam colony. They named the point for their fallen shipmate Coleman. In later years, the point would be renamed for the Tremley family, Linden's earliest settlers of the point. Hi, this is Phil Szabo from The Truth About Colonial Linden. I hope you guys have been enjoying our little tidbits and updates. We're about halfway through the project, but we still have a lot of compiling left to do. If you'd like to support us, you can like our YouTube or our Bitchute channels, links below. Or if you have some extra cash and you'd like to donate to the project, you can do that on our GoFundMe. The link will also be below. This is basically for the narrator, the professional narrator that we're hiring, for some of the rights to some of the photos that we need, and actually for some of the extra logs and stuff, and music. We've also been receiving some help from local musicians such as Boxcar Hex of Boxcar Hex and the Raleigh Riverbanks. Did a rendition of With an Honest Old Friend. It's a Colonial song that he made his own arrangement for. It's going to appear in the documentary. Very cool. As many of you know, I've also been working on proposals for a 4th century site or a battle marker. Battle marker for the Battle of Staten Island, but this skirmish here in this little story could also be a battle marker. Since Linden doesn't have any, I thought it would be a good idea that we try to save some of our history. As far as the 4th century site is concerned, well, we don't have any original structures, so we would have to do a recreation of a structure and whatnot. But that's also possible too. That's probably a few years down the line. But we're getting the ball rolling. So I hope you choose to like and subscribe, and if you can, like I said, if you can, GoFundMe, and we'll itemize where everything goes, so you guys know where your money's going. Thanks a lot for the support, and I hope to have something for you within the next couple months.